Yeah, because he gets the board from the tarmac. Oh, that was on YouTube. Perfect. What? Stay at the airport bar. They're a little too long, sir. Have a show, buddy.
Hey, you too.
Best ever.
Good. Best ever. Best ever.
Good morning, Phoenix, Arizona. Welcome to another edition of the JV Sports Show. James Poovey alongside my broadcast partner, Vince Delicio. Now, Vince, you'll oftentimes hear me say we got a big show for him today, but we really do have a big show for him today, my friend.
James, I'm speechless because normally when we book our shows, we try to get one popular guest, somebody kind of big, and then someone to kind of fill, and no offense to any of our guests, but somebody we bring on that we can talk a little bit to and about, sure, and get some information on. But today it's big all the way around. We're going to start off. We've got some news to share here in the next minute or two, James. I'm just beside myself because of how fast everything has been evolving. Our relationship, we're still friends.
We are? Oh, good. That's good. That's the first good news of the day right there.
It is. And you don't normally see that with these types of partnerships. People have differences and whatnot, but we actually maintain a pretty positive relationship.
I mean, we don't take our own tour bus to the gig, and we're actually going to ride together on Wednesday. We've already planned it out. Going out to a school, so it's crazy.
That's right. Like we're not separated where you take the tour bus and I take the private jet or anything like that.
We only see each other on stage. Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. And James, this has been evolving. It's happened quickly. I'm so excited. Do you think it's time? Should we announce our big announcement?
I think we should. And it's a multi-part announcement too, Vince, but I think it's time to give it to him. What do you say, Aaron?
Cue it up. There we go.
After starting our podcast last May, we are pleased to announce March. Oh my goodness, time is flying by.
2019. Okay, we just screwed it up. All right.
We are blessed that we are going to be taking our JV Sports Show to the television airwaves.
Yes, we're going to be on TV.
Your View. Yes.
Your View every week. Cox Cable, Arizona, statewide. We're going to be. Hey, this is no longer Metro Phoenix. This is going to be statewide. We are going to hit most corners of the state. Cox Cable, Arizona, Your View channel in Metro Phoenix is channel 4. In Tucson, it's channel 7. Yes. You're going to see, and what's the name of the show, James?
JV Sports Show.
It's JV Sports. Why ruin a good thing?
That's right. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, like they say, pal, right?
Yes. And so we are partnering up with Cox Arizona's Your View, and there's a press release that's going out nationally here in 11 minutes, 9:16 a.m. They're going to release it, and they gave us permission to talk about it first here, and we are so excited. It is going to be a half-hour show. It starts when, James?
It starts on September the 27th. That's going to be our first show. We're going to be seen on Sunday nights. There's a new Sunday night sports show in town, Vince. We're going to be primarily covering high school sports on our television show. So big high school football fans, you're going to want to tune in for that because we'll be the lone 10:30 p.m. show talking exclusively about high school football. So it's going to be great. We're going to recap our Thursday night football game. and then we're going to look forward to the next Thursday night football game that we're having, and then we're also got another special piece of information. Vince, you want to tell them about that as it relates to the Thursday night football game of the week?
Yes, and all you coaches, all you fans out there, high school football fans, the Thursday night game of the week that is being live streamed on our YouTube network, YouTube channel on Thursday nights is going to replay on your view Saturday mornings at 10 a.m., which just so happens to coincide with as soon as we go off the air on the radio show at 10, boom, you go to your view and you get more James and Vince replay of the Thursday night high school game of the week. And it is going to be fun. It's going to be awesome. We're going to have a great time with it. And we can't thank our partners, show partners that helped us get here. Who are we kidding? They're responsible for us getting there.
That is the first people we have to thank, along with our family who put up with us every week to do the show and duck away and take care of business and prep for the show and prep for the next show. But our show partners, we could not do any of this without you guys. And we thoroughly thank you. From the very beginning, Black Mountain Coffee Shop, Vetsbuilt Contracting has been with us all the way. Sal's Gilbert Pizza, Angel Dentistry, Buffalo Wild Wings and Surprise. I can go on and on, Vince. Who else do we got?
Stessa Movement Company, Coach Ron Sowers at Training Better Athletes, all have been outstanding partners. They've taken care of us. They've been great people, just good people all the way around, and anchors in this community. And we're all about local. And that's what Your View loves about our concept and our show, is that it's all about local. Even and listen, again, we're not going to be leaving the airwaves on Saturday mornings. We're still doing our thing 9 a.m. And then Sunday nights, you're going to see us on if you have Cox Arizona Cable, on Your View, Channel 4 in Phoenix, Channel 7 in Tucson, 10:30 Sunday. And then it'll be replayed. Our half-hour show will be replayed Monday night at 6:30 p.m. and replayed again Thursday at 6 p.m., which happens to coincide with leading right up to our Thursday night high school football live stream broadcast that will start promptly at 6:30 p.m. with kickoff at 7, and then 10 a.m. Saturday, once again, our replay of the Thursday night high school game of the week. So parents, if the games will be archived anyway on the YouTube channel, but you could see it on cable Saturday morning at 10. They're going to get so much of us, James. I don't know. They're probably going to get sick of it.
Well, we're just so excited, and we're very blessed. We want to thank everyone over at Cox Arizona for helping us out with this. And as I mentioned, our show partners, our previous guests who have been willing to come on here with us and help make the show what it is. So we thank you guys as well. And we just look forward to carrying this torch and keep going with it. We're going to focus on high school football in the fall on the show, and then we'll look forward into the spring and possibly be looking at some basketball and spring sports. We haven't really talked about that quite yet, but we will be, I'm sure. So we're just very excited, Vince. And again, we thank you, and we thank you listeners and fans as well of the show. We appreciate you guys tuning in, and we hope that you truly enjoy what we're trying to do here.
Yeah, and listen, we realize that this is an incredible opportunity. Not everybody gets this opportunity, not especially guys that look like us on TV. I mean, it's not something that happens every day. So we are blessed to and lucky. We feel fortunate. And I'll tell you what, we kind of worked hard to get this too, James. It was a little bit of work.
There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, and there's a lot more that's about to go on behind the scenes. Yeah. So buckle up, my friend.
Yeah, it wasn't all luck. There was a little bit of grinding and work that went into this, but we feel fortunate also. And it's everything you love about the radio show is going to be the TV show and more. And it's going to be jam-packed into a half hour. We're going to feature you, all of our friends, all of our guests. And it's going to be all about local. That's the whole idea, the whole concept. Thank you so much for being along on this ride with us, this journey, and the journey continues starting at the end of this month. We got a lot of work to do, man.
Yes, we do, but that's all right. We're looking forward to it. And if you don't have Cox Cable,
that's
okay. They also have a live, get it. Or you can, or they have a live stream as well for Your View. So we'll get all that information. We'll post it up on our websites and everything. We haven't divulged anything yet because we were waiting to announce it on the air here. We wanted to announce it to you.
We were itching to announce.
Who tune in and listen to us, hopefully every week. So thank you guys again.
Now, James, we got a couple minutes to talk about what we're doing on the show today because we still have a show to do.
Big show.
So what do we got?
Well, after the break, we're going to come back and talk to Maricopa Rams head coach Brandon Harris. He's going to join us here. Hopefully, they're going to be a part of our Thursday night football schedule going forward. We'll be releasing that next week. We got a
Yes.
couple more games to finalize and confirm, and then we're excited to get that released so we can look forward to Thursday night, October 1st. That'll be the first one, Vince. We're going to kick off the high school football season here in Arizona, so it's going to be great. And then in the bottom half of the hour, I like your shirt. First of all, who do we got?
Oh my gosh, we have we big today. We have Janie Van Halen joining us on the JV Sports Show today, and her partner Louis Martinez. And let me tell you a little bit about Janie. Yes, that Van Halen. Obviously, and she picked the music today, James. This is awesome. She picked our music today. It's fitting. But
well, she's got to be a fan, right? Obviously,
I think she may be. I think she may be a fan. And we want to learn about her. We want to know what she's all about. And her partner Louie, and Janie's into some really interesting things. She's be coming to us from LA. Obviously, she lives in LA. We won't say this that often today, but she is married to somebody that James and I both based our beings on. That is just an awesome human being. Who's she married to?
Eddie Van Halen.
And
the coolest part of the whole thing is, first of all, Eddie got married in flip-flops, which I think is really cool.
Yes.
And Alex officiated the ceremony.
Yes.
And Wolfie was the best man.
Yes.
So what else could you ask for?
Yeah, well, what else you could ask for is either Sammy or Dave singing at the reception.
Or letting us MC it. Yeah, or letting us MC the event.
Or letting us MC the event. Now, but we want to learn about her. She's got a lot of thher going on with her business partner. We're going to learn a little bit more about her, and our goal is we're going to want to check back with her, periodically, see how things are going, help her to promote what she's doing and what she and Louie are up to.
Ballroom dancing and pro wrestling. I can't wait to see how they're tied together. I want to find out, what are the goals? Are they wanting to, is it, are we going to see them on Dancing with the Stars? What's going on there? I can't wait to learn about it.
And they might be, doing a tag team wrestling match with Hulk Hogan someday. I don't know. This is all new to me.
Might be on SmackDown one week. Who knows? We'll find out. We will find out at 9:30. And then who we got in the last segment this morning, Vince?
The last segment is our JV Community Cares segment, and we're going to be bringing on a gentleman named Ben Moss at BHM Productions. He's got a nonprofit in Southern Arizona where he does some things with youth baseball and helping the kids realize their dreams that maybe are a little less fortunate and can't afford to do certain things. So he works really hard to outfit kids and to help. And we're going to learn a little bit of his story and maybe help get his work, get him out there in the community so more people can jump on board with this in Southern Arizona. So all good stuff today. Starting, of course, with our news that we are going to be on TV starting at the end of this month, but continuing the radio show and a lot of good things. And again, I'm so grateful. James, grateful for you. Obviously, if it's not for the J, there's going to be no V. So, oh, thank you. Yes, we do. Yes, we can. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Awesome. Stick around, folks. We'll be back here on the JV Sports Show, coming right back with Maricopa High School's Coach Brandon Harris. This guy's legendary. I love this guy. He's a great coach, great person, runs a solid program down there at Maricopa. And then we got the rest of the show after that. James, stick around. Go, JV. Whew, that was a mouthful. Coach Harris. You want to bring him on? You worked for him. Oh, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Oh, your view just announced. I'm not getting you, man.
Check, 1, 2. I don't know what happened, man. I really don't know what happened. This is ridiculous. Well, you might have to bring us back.
Now you're real low.
Check, 1, 2.
There, you're a little better.
Check, 1, 2.
Yep. Now it's coming.
Check.
There
1,
we
2.
go.
How's that? Oh,
Yep.
you know, I think I might have hit the little knob here.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Nice job, Aaron.
Thank you, Aaron. Hey, we need to give a shout out to them too, man. I'm muted on KDUS right now. We need to give a shout out to Aaron and Mitch and those guys too, okay?
Okay.
When we come back. And Kayla.
Yes.
So you got me back now? You can hear me okay?
Yeah, you're still a little light compared to where you were.
How about now?
Better, right there.
I can give it a little more. How's that?
Yes, perfect.
Check, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2.
There you go.
Check, 1, 2. All right, check. All right, you want to bring us back?
Sure.
Coach is not on Zoom.
Uh-oh. Well, he said he'd be on the golf course and that he would try. So
whatever.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I
love that. It'd be better to get him on the golf course. That'd be it. Oh, here he is. I'm letting him in right now. Okay. You bring us back.
All right. I love that. Welcome back to the JV Sports Show. A little why can't this be love? And
it can be love, Vince.
It can be. James, we have a couple other people we need to thank for helping us get to where we are. And before we bring Coach Harris on, let's start with our production staff down at the station at KDUS. We have Aaron Decker, who is stellar, who's on the boards today, who's running the phones, running everything for us, really making us look good. Aaron, we can't thank you enough, man. I don't know if you can hear us or not, but you're so busy back there. But thank you for all you've done to help us and moving forward as well. You've been great. And anytime we can help promote any of your projects, just let us know, because you're an aspiring writer and you got some things going on out there. So thank you. We appreciate that, Aaron.
And Mitch as well when we first got started. Yes.
Yeah, Mitch Hughes, who works for the National Park Service now in like North Dakota or South Dakota over near Mount Rushmore. Mitch Hughes has been great. He worked with us from the beginning. Program director, station director, Kayla Mortellaro, who keeps us in line every week. He's been there for us and done everything in terms of getting us set, getting our time slot set. She's been awesome. The guy that helped us get started, James, Ed Smith.
Yes.
Where would we be without Ed Smith, man? Ed has been there all along the way, and so it's been great. And then of course Jim Marshall helped in that early on, and then Javon Adams and with the Easy Sports Show, which comes on after us at 10. So make sure you stick around and listen to them too. So anyway, all right, James, go ahead. Who do we have?
Very pleased to bring on now Coach Brandon Harris from the Maricopa Rams, and we got a great shot of him on YouTube there as well. Coach, you look like you're on the golf course there. Where are we hitting the links this morning?
What do you say?
That's just the backyard putting green.
It's on that coach's salary.
I'm like the Cardinals coach on draft day. This is my house.
It's just the putting green in the background.
How
are things out there at Maricopa High School, Coach?
We're doing real good. We're out at Auction Southern Dunes. We're having our football tournament today.
Oh, perfect.
Right. Obviously, it couldn't be better weather. Booster Club did a great job, and all of our players were out this morning, our seniors, and we got about 70 golfers out here. So great support, and we're having a good time. And I just came off of a birdie. And so,
hey, there we go.
I'm talking to you. So
fantastic, wow. Coach.
Yes, sir. So enjoying it and looking forward to visiting with you guys a little bit too. What's going on?
Coach, tell us a little bit about how things have been going now. As a result of having to adjust your schedule with the whole, with the pandemic and everything, bringing your team back. How's preseason going?
You know what? I mean, I couldn't be prouder of our kids. I mean, they've really been more resilient than us adults, really. I mean, we have a tendency as adults to kind of, what's wrong with this? What's wrong with that? Why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? And the kids are just happy to be out to play. We've been pretty fortunate. We've been able to get a lot of good work in. We had a little bit of a setback there. I think everybody did there for a little bit. And then we've been back at it. But I think all in all, I couldn't be more happy with what we've been doing and how we progressed so far this year.
Coach, do you guys have the pads on down there yet? Are you thudding up a little bit? And talk about maybe some of the kids that are maybe surprising you a little bit as you start to put those pads on and maybe coming to the forefront a little bit for the team.
Well, we are padded up. We're in shells, helmets. Of course, we started Monday with helmets, and we had shells on Thursday. Today, obviously, is a day off for this golf tournament, and we'll be full gear on Monday. But it's been going real well. The biggest thing for us is no injuries. We've got some kids with little knick-knack things, of course, but those are more owies and hurts as opposed to injuries. In terms of folks that are surprising us, I mean, we got a lot of young kids that are stepping up right now. I think DJ Scott's one of those kids that's really played up for us big time. We have a couple of transfer kid from California that's doing pretty well for us, Elijah Hughes. We have some of our mainstay kids like Patrick Garcia, Hammonds, Tyshawn Mooney, and of course Mr. Chavis, and some good quarterback prospects as well.
Coach, how's the staff been this offseason? What's going on with those guys, and how active have they been despite everything going on with the current atmosphere?
Well, our staff's really good. I mean, we have guys that are seasoned coaches, guys that are recently college coaches, and guys that have been at that level. And the vetting process for us is pretty hard. Our interview process, and I think Coach Poovey will tell you that. And so really go through.
Wait. You called him Coach Poovey. Why'd you call him Coach Poovey? James, fill us in on that.
Once a coach, always a coach, right? Coach Delisio?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Coach D?
You guys worked together at one time, right, James?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we coached together from 2011 to 2013, 3 seasons together over at Phoenix Christian.
Wow, what was that like? He's like a drill sergeant, I think, Coach Harris there. What was it like working for him?
It was great working for him. You know what?
Okay.
You want a coach that's like that because you want that all trickles downhill. When the kids look at coaches, they look at the top coach and they model exactly what the head coach is doing. And if he's got the team going right and doing the things that they're supposed to be doing, that will all trickle downhill like it's supposed to. And that's how it was.
Wonderful. Amazing.
Ooh, I'll send you the check in the mail after this. Nice job, man.
Yeah, no, that's the truth, Coach. Seriously, that's how it is. It's no different than being at home as a parent and the kids are looking up to you and the behavior that you're doing. That's what they're going to do. Yeah,
well, I appreciate that. I mean, I guess to kind of piggyback on what Poop said is our staff's a great staff. They wouldn't be on staff if they weren't. They work really, really hard. I'm not always easy, but I'm consistent. And the demands, I think, and expectations are those that I'm trying to hold myself to. So we all work hard. They've been great during this process, and they do all the things I ask them to do and more. They're good coaches.
Nice.
When you have the breakfast that Coach likes at the Saturday film session, that never hurts either, right? So
that's a good thing.
Tricks,
That's it.
Okay, so Coach, we haven't released our schedule yet for Thursday Night Football Game of the Week. We're hoping that the Maricopa Rams are part of it. You guys open up, as of right now, October 2nd against Willow Canyon at home. What are you expecting from Willow Canyon?
Well, I mean, we got, some tape on them. I had a conversation with their coach, and we agreed to exchange some tape too. And through the course of a season last year, you're trading video from a lot of different opponents. And so we had a couple of videos with those guys. They're big kids. They're physical. They play hard. I think they're well coached. They run the ball real well on defense. Offensively, they do some little, quirky things. And so we'll have our hands full, but I think our kids are looking forward to the challenge and the opportunity to play. And so far, so good. I mean, I think the numbers are holding real well. And I think across the valley, kids and families, as well as, fans want to see football to get us back to a little level of normalcy. Obviously, if it's safe and people can be, healthy and all that. But so far, so good. We're looking forward to being that opening game on October the 1st.
Well, We are looking forward to it too, Coach. And that was a fantastic segue, Vince. I think we should go ahead and just tell them what's going on for October 1st. What do you think?
I think so. Go ahead, James.
It sounds like they're having a little trouble on YouTube right now with my audio, but Maricopa Rams are going to open up at home Thursday, October 1st. That'll be our first game of the week.
Yes.
Thursday night football game of the week. And then that game will get replayed as we announced earlier. That'll be replayed on your view, Cox 7 in Southern Arizona and Tucson, and then Cox 4 here in the Valley at 10 a.m. Right as we go off the air on Saturday morning. So we're excited about it. And, Coach, we're looking forward to it. We're going to come down there next week and visit with you and check in on your football team and just talk with you a little bit. And it's going to be great. We're looking forward to it.
Well, we got some gear for you, and we're going to treat you
Awesome.
real nice. And you know, you'll have a good access to our coaching staff, anybody on admin, any of our players that you need to try to make this a great show and a great opening day game for the season.
Coach,
and we're excited about it.
You got any of those bike polyester shorts for James and I that we can wear, those old coaches shorts from the 80s,
Yeah,
70s?
man,
80s?
you know, those bikes.
With the
No, you know what? I
buttons on
think
the
we got to
front.
go, you know, talk to Coach, Coach, gosh darn it, I'm drawing a blank.
You
on
got
his
somebody on
legendary
staff
coach.
that is that guy that wears
Good.
those, pulls them
Coach
up, hikes them up real high. Yeah.
Exactly, man.
Oh, wow.
That's
I can't
it.
wait. Oh, this is going to be
With the
great.
double button, man. We got some of those for you.
Yeah, the
They're
little
nice
button
and
on the
trusty
front.
in the equipment room, and I got them waiting for you.
Oh, thank you so much, Coach. You know what? We can't wait. We can't wait to get out there this week. We're going to record some segments for the show, and you know, looking forward to talking to you, to maybe a couple of your players, and it'll be a lot of fun. So we'll look forward to seeing you. And thanks so much for your admin and working with us on getting this game scheduled, as well as Willow Canyon. Obviously, they have to change their schedule to get down there, you know, a night earlier. So it'll be a lot of fun. It's going to be a competitive game too. I mean, my gosh. Willow has been the you know, one of the powerhouses of the Northwest Valley for minimum the last 10 years, and so it should be a lot of fun. It should be a hard-hitting, hard-nosed game. So can't wait.
Yes, sir. Can't wait. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
All right.
Fun, Coach. We appreciate you. We'll see you on Wednesday, and hey, go out there and have a great rest of your round. Okay.
Sounds good, man. Thank you, guys. Take care. Have a good Saturday.
Thank you. You too, Coach. All right.
Bye.
Maricopa Rams head football coach Brandon Harris joining us here in the JV High School Spotlight segment.
Background, Vince? I mean,
That is beautiful, man. That's his. I'm telling you, it's his backyard. The guy's loaded. You know, he's not talking about it, but yeah.
Well, you can get those bigger houses down there in Maricopa. You know,
yeah.
A little bit more land. And
oh boy,
took full advantage of that one, huh?
Yeah. Oh, amazing. So, anyway, James, when we come back, we got Janie Van Halen and Louis Martinez joining us. It's going to be a lot of fun, live from LA. It'll be good. Oh, some positive news, James. The Phoenix Union High School District, which had initially backed out of playing fall sports this year, they are back. They'll be kicking off their season. So an air of optimism, and they'll be kicking off their season on the tail end of October. So the kids will be playing. The young people will be out there having fun. And we're excited to welcome Phoenix Union back into the fold. So
we can't wait, Vince. We can't wait. It's going to be great. So stay tuned here on the JV Sports Show. We'll be right back, and we'll visit with Janie Van Halen and talk about some pro wrestling and also some ballroom dancing. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back after the break.
Go JV.
Okay, I'm going to kill my mic again. I don't know why it's cutting out again on YouTube. Can you hear me right now?
I can hear you, yeah.
Now you can hear me fine?
Now
okay.
I can hear you fine.
It keeps ebbing and flowing. I don't know what the deal is. Okay. Anyway. All right, so Janie is already in the waiting room. Should we bring her in?
Sure.
This is great. I can only hope Eddie's carrying some towels through like Cheryl does sometimes. And
yeah.
I'm just putting the laundry away, honey. How are you? Oh, there's one of the greatest guitar players ever. Okay, here we go. Coach Sowers. Here we go. I think Louis is going to be there with her, right? Or maybe he's coming in separately. Okay, cool. Oh, here we go. Perfect. They are almost connected to audio. Okay. There we go. They're just about in.
All right.
Sweet. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Are they on? Is the audio still coming on?
They're almost on.
Okay.
There she is.
All right.
Janie,
morning,
how are
guys.
you? And they might just have to, they're adjusting their sound. They'll get it in a second. No worries. We got a minute and a half anyway.
Okay. We can't hear you.
Yeah, and then make sure your microphone is unmuted on your computer so it comes through on the Zoom. There you are. There you are.
Hi, guys.
Hey, how are you?
Yes, we can.
There we go.
Did you say to take the volume off the computer though?
Yes.
Yes.
Turn
Yes.
the volume down on the computer is so because the phone will, we'll pick up
Hold
the
on.
You guys.
That's perfect, though. That's a great shot.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Perfect.
Now we can hear you.
So
Now we're cruising.
we should have the computer speakers off though, right?
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, because it'll feed back into the phone. So now that's perfect right there. You got it set. How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
We're
we're
great.
good.
Thanks for
We're
joining
great.
us.
Yeah, we're so excited that you guys came on with us. We got a lot to talk about in a little amount of time. So
It
what I
goes
wanted
fast.
it goes super fast. So Janie, so we wanted to talk about obviously the what do you want to talk about first, the dancing or the wrestling?
I mean, we started dancing first, so we can hit that real
Okay.
quick.
Dancing first,
Perfect.
and maybe that parlayed into the wrestling. Okay, so we'll talk about the dancing. Maybe talk about the fact that how you got into dancing. Did it have anything to do with your prior work in stunts? I mean, how is the correlation? We're trying to figure this out.
And
as
then
we
I'm
go.
just going to ask you guys, like, kind of about what the goals are. Are you wanting to take this
Yeah.
thing? Are we going to see you on Dancing with the Stars, and all that sort of thing? So have you
Let's
thought
do
about
that.
that? And, yeah, I like it. Louis was like, yes,
WWE,
yes.
possibly AEW.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, good. So we'll talk about that. And I'll tell you, that'll be 12 minutes right there. Trust me.
Yeah.
It'll go quick.
Now, and as I told you, Janie, we're planning. So we got this TV show that'll be starting at the end of September too. But next spring, we're planning on doing a game out there, and we'd love to meet you guys. Maybe you can be part of our broadcast then too when we come out to LA. So it'll probably be what, James? Maybe February, March.
Yeah, sometime in the spring. Everything's kind of up in the air still right now, but we'll
Okay.
see.
Great. And
Beautiful.
actually, we come and we compete in Scottsdale.
You do.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
perfect. Okay, we'll talk about that too.
Okay.
Little DOA. All right.
Let's get a- We have a video dancing to that on our YouTube channel, by the way.
I saw it.
Oh, yeah, it's good. Want to bring us back, Vince?
Sure. Welcome back to the JV Sports Show. And well, here we go. Okay, so I gotta say, this is an everyday occurrence for me. This is stuff I wear around the house when I go out, everything. So this isn't coincidental, believe me.
It's not.
But we are joined by some special guests this morning. All of our guests are special, but we're joined by some special guests here, Janie Van Halen and Louis Martinez, and they're here to talk about a bunch of things with us. Yes, and okay, Janie. Yes, that Van Halen. But Janie is going to talk about a few things with us, along with her partner Louis. We're going to talk about. Well, first of all, live from LA. Thank you guys for joining us. Good morning. Thank you again for joining us this morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Yes.
Well, we appreciate you guys coming on, and we're so excited to learn about ballroom dancing, and
Yes.
then you do some pro wrestling ventures as well, and then how that all ties together. Why don't you guys tell us a little bit about your background, how you met, and how you became to start dancing together?
Okay. So I was dancing with a different partner at the time, and I did a fundraiser, and
Okay.
that particular dance partner, I asked him if he would bring in like a dance number for the fundraiser, and Louis was there. He performed, and
Awesome.
was really impressed with the way he danced. And I was looking for a secondary partner,
Wow.
and I had to
Yeah.
ask for a while before I was allowed to dance with him.
Yeah.
And then finally it happened, and we've been dancing ever since.
It's kind of how James and I got started, but anyway,
Yeah.
it's this, and this is a first for us because we've never had any ballroom dancers on our show. We've been doing this for a little while.
We cover a lot of different
We cover
stuff.
a lot
We've
of things.
covered horse
Yeah.
events before, equestrian
Yes.
events, and all kind of
Yes.
stuff. So this is great.
This is amazing, and pro wrestling. Now, what type of a workout is involved? How many calories do you burn per hour dancing?
It depends on the style
You
of
guys
dance.
look awful thin. I mean, that's the thing. You guys look pretty thin. So you guys, either you don't eat or you just,
Talk about that.
Yeah, I have a Fitbit.
yeah. I don't know how you do it, but yeah, I mean, what is it, like 1,000 calories for 10 minutes dancing? What's involved?
Unfortunately not, I wish.
Okay.
but-
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But it's a workout. And how long have you guys been partnered up?
Probably like 3 years now.
I think about 3
Yeah, 3
years.
years.
Oh, wow. And
Okay.
what is the ultimate goal? Like, obviously, Dancing with the Star, ballroom dancing in particular, has become very popular over the last, I say, few years, 10 to 15 years now, with Dancing with the Stars, and now they had a big shakeup with the change in host. First of all, I want to know, do you guys watch that show? I would imagine you do, because I'm a musician,
do.
so any kind of live music, I'm going to watch that. And what are your ultimate goals? Are you wanting to get on that show, or where you want to take this thing?
I've watched it for years. Have always been a fan.
Yeah, Tom Bergeron got screwed. I really like him. He's no longer the host of that show. That guy's great. I
Your
don't know what
thoughts,
happened.
Janie?
Yeah.
And so did Wendy Williams. No,
Oh, that's right. That's
There
right.
you go.
I'm
Yes.
just kidding.
I don't know if I could handle that kind of demand. I like to learn at my own pace, and God love those celebrities that go on there. They are, I'm sure, run through the ringer. Going in as not really having much dance experience. It's taken me years to get to where I am now, and that kind of pressure, I think I would crack.
Yeah, it's not easy. Like, people think ballroom dancing, I mean, it might look easy to everyone, but it really isn't. You have to like be precise. Your partner has to be at a, like, you know what I mean? Just to be able to do some of those moves, your feet work have to be perfect. And yeah, and if they're not, and then boom, you guys could go down, you know what I mean?
2 questions. What's the easiest routine or dance to learn, and what is your favorite?
To me, when I teach, the easiest for me to teach is the Rumba.
Okay.
It's a slower.
The Roomba.
Yeah, the Rumba, and it's also my favorite.
So it's a little vacuum that you put on the floor too.
Yeah, so maybe let me say it properly. The Rumba.
Rumba. You gotta roll your R's there, Fitz.
Okay.
Rumba.
The
Okay.
Rumba. So it's the slower paced rhythm dance. And yeah, just the beats you get to play with in it is what I love. That's my favorite.
That's your favorite.
That is not my favorite.
Okay.
I like waltz. There's something really zen-like for me, and I never envisioned as like kind of more of a tomboy that I would be in a big ball gown, kind of floating across the floor.
Yes.
So it's very challenging for me, but it also it makes me work hard, but at the same time, like, I don't have to think about anything. Like, he leads so well that I just go and can be soft and can be light, or at least I'm trying.
Janie,
Sure.
do you ever take the reins and lead? Do you ever, like, I'm going to run this one?
Yeah, I got this one.
She tries, and then I stop her and I'm like,
So it's like 2 magnets. You just kind of,
I'm
wow.
like, are you gonna let me do this, or do you want to do it?
Now, you mentioned you guys have been dancing together for I say just 3 years, because obviously that's a partnership that takes time to evolve. I'm a musician, and you play with other musicians, and even though you're speaking the same language, it still takes time to gel together, whether it be a band situation or just a group of musicians together. How do you guys feel you're progressing in that sense, as far as getting your nonverbal communication together and just your rhythm and just being able to kind of finish each other's sentences, for lack of a better term?
I feel like we had that from the get-go. I don't know what it was, but we started off competing in, it's either called show dance or theatrical arts. It's kind of where you pick your own song, you create your own theme. You can have any kind of costume you want, and it can be any kind of style of dance, really, or multiple styles. And I think through the creation of that first piece, we really just kind of connected that way, and it was from the get-go.
Yeah, and what's funny about it is our big move of the dance is a wrestling move that I just happened to be like, we were coming up with cool lifts. And I was like, let's try this thing we do in pro wrestling. Just run at me, wrap your legs around my neck, and I'm gonna spin you.
My God.
And she was like, okay, because again, she used to do stunt work, so
stunt work.
Have the fear.
Wow.
Actually, I have a nickname for her. It's Brave Girl.
Well, so since you bring that up, let's parlay this into the next interest that you guys have in pro wrestling, these alter egos, Lita LeMay and Louis 54. Tell us about that. How did this start?
He can start.
Yeah, I mean, well, so my character is like homage, I guess, to Studio 54.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
So I'm like a ballroom dancing champion. It's the king of the dance floor. Louis 54 is what my name is. And of course, if I'm the king of the dance floor, I need a dancing queen. So
of course,
just, you know, I mean, the way I was like, I in my mind, I had a vision of what I wanted to do in the ring, which I wanted to, you know, I mean, do some ballroom dancing and then incorporate that into my wrestling. And so it was again a perfect time, perfect match. The way everything meshed together has been perfect. So
When he started wrestling before I met him,
yeah,
and then even into our dance partnership, it wasn't until I've been managing him for about a year now.
Yeah. I've seen some of your guys' stuff in the ring. I mean, it's entertaining. I'll say that. And you know, I mean, it's just these alter egos. You know, James, we got to do something like that. Wouldn't it be awesome?
Well, it's just funny how you guys, you know, you guys do something kind of so gentle as ballroom dancing, and then, hey, I'll go where I'm gonna throw you around a little bit. Let's go, you know, in the pro wrestling ring, and it's great.
It's. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It was a cool mashup of both worlds. And she takes bumps too, which like not most girls do. Bumps are like when you take a fall or, you know, I mean, do something involved in the match. But that's what's cool is that she'll take some of them, you know, I mean, some of the moves, and she doesn't have any fear. So that's what's cool.
Louis, the stuff that we see, like you know, this and the, you know, hitting with the chair. I mean, is that stuff fake? I mean, is it real? Do you have to go home and ice for hours? I mean, sit in an ice bath?
Yeah, usually, yeah. I mean, she could tell you. Usually afterwards, when we have a match, like the next following week, I'm like out. I'm like, yeah, we can't dance. We can't do anything. I need a nice body. I need to put some CBD oil all over. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
with the pandemic and everything that's happened, obviously over recent months, so we got about 2 minutes left with you guys here. Are there any competitions scheduled coming up? Has everything kind of been pushed to 2021 now that we're starting to get into the fall? What's on the horizon?
As far as dance competitions, currently, I mean, geez, at the end of October, it'll be a year since we were able to compete.
Oh, wow.
But that same competition that we did last year right now is on the books for us, and that's over at Universal. So Hollywood Dance Sport Championships.
Okay.
So we hope to compete in that.
Yeah. Well, you said you do some stuff out here too in Scottsdale.
In Scottsdale, yeah, we do People's Choice Dance Sport, which
nice.
Run by a really cool guy, Forrest Vance.
Okay.
We hope to come back there next year as well too.
Great.
Besides that, we've just been doing live stream matches on our, over in Barstow at Destination 6.
All right.
Yeah, so you guys if you want to watch our stuff, you can go on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It's at Janie and Louie. Janie and Louie, the way it's just spell it out. That's how it is.
Okay. Janie and Louie. Awesome.
Yep. And you can watch our matches there. You can watch some of our ballroom dancing stuff there. We do mesh up of videos and things. And
we're in a really cool storyline right now with Destination 6 with the streaming. So you can kind of follow the story over the next month or two, and it started about a month ago.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on with us. We really appreciate your time this morning and learning a lot more about what you guys are up to. And we look forward to talking to you again very soon.
Awesome.
Wow, some new friends that specialize in dance and wrestling. See, James, we cover everything. We cover every sport.
We literally do, Vince. Honestly, yes.
Sport. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.
Janie and Louie, guys, get online and tune in. YouTube, Twitter, it's amazing. Great people.
Instagram, everything.
All right, and Instagram, yes, and Facebook. Thank you, you guys. All right.
Thank you.
Who we got coming up after the break, Vince?
Coming up after the break, we're going to jump into our JV Community Cares. Wow, we're already 3/4 of the way through our show, and we're joining. We'll be joined by Ben Mosseth from BHM Productions. So good stuff. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned here on the JV Sports Show Saturday morning. We'll be right back with you.
Go JV. Oh man, Louie and Janie, thank you so much. That was fun, and we look forward. Thanks. We look forward to having you guys back, especially when we get out there and you guys come out this way too. That was a lot of fun.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
All right.
We appreciate your time. You guys take care and have a good weekend.
Wait, so you guys are on YouTube too?
Yes. Yes, it'll be on YouTube.
We'll replay and we'll cut the segment and we'll post it too. And so
we'll put it on Twitter.
Okay.
We'll put your individual segment on Twitter, and then you can also go back like maybe 5 minutes after the show's over today and just search JV Sports Show on YouTube, and you'll see the replay right there.
Okay, we'll go subscribe and like and all that stuff.
Excellent.
awesome.
Thank you guys so
guys.
much. We appreciate you. Have a
Thanks.
great
All right,
weekend.
thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye
Bye.
now.
Bye.
Ben, okay, so we got Ben coming on.
Ben's on next. Yes.
look,
That was
You
awesome,
didn't ask
dude.
your question. You were going to ask. I was tongue-tied. I'm glad you jumped in at the beginning.
No, that's it. We kept it pro. That was perfect. See, now they're going to come out to Scottsdale. We'll get to meet
Yes.
him again, and
Yeah.
chances are Eddie would be with him.
Yes.
So we'll see. Good stuff. That was
Yes.
great, man. That was great.
I'm blushing.
That was cool. They were
Oh,
great.
man.
They were great. You know what? They were really good guests because I was about to ask him, hey, tell us where we can find you. And he went right into it. He's like,
Yeah.
find us on YouTube. I'm like, perfect.
Yeah.
It was wonderful. Good stuff. So now Ben give me a little background on Ben real quick.
Okay, so Ben is in Southern Arizona. He runs a nonprofit. They provide gear and help kids get into baseball tournaments and and mostly with equipment down in Southern Arizona. So
Perfect.
yeah, you
Good.
can talk a little bit about
You ready to bring him in?
and it's called BHM Productions. Yes.
Here we go.
All right.
Thank you, sir. I gotta have a little coffee here.
There he is.
There he is.
Hey Ben, how's it going? Oh, he's connecting his audio. Okay.
Let's get it on his right. Can't wait.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
Ben,
There
how
he
are
is.
you, buddy?
Ben, you there? Can you hear us? We can't hear you.
We can't hear you yet.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
and then
stay
call in on the phone. Yes.
But unmute your mic on the computer. Oh,
Uh-oh.
Call back. Call back.
Call back on the phone.
Hello, hello.
There you are.
Okay.
Now we got you
Yeah.
on the Zoom. Now you just got to call into the station again on the
Oh.
phone.
On the phone again?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you'll just
please.
leave that on speakerphone
Sounds good.
and then turn your computer volume down and then you'll be good.
All right, go ahead. I'll go ahead and call in again.
Vince, bring us back.
Okay. Welcome back to the JV Sports Show here in our final segment of a big Saturday with, of course, Van Halen as our music of choice. And thanks
For
to
obvious reasons.
for obvious reasons, thanks to our guests, Janie Van Halen and her partner, Louis Martinez. Janie, of course, the wife of legendary icon, rock god, idol of ours, Eddie Van Halen. And
Yes.
she's in pro wrestling as well as ballroom dance. Interesting combination, but had a great conversation with Janie and Louis. And
Enjoyed that very much.
yeah, and so now we're going to shift gears a little bit. We are into our JV Community Cares, and joining us on the line, Ben Mosseth from BHM Productions. Ben, did I pronounce your last name correctly?
Yes, correct. Yeah, my last name is spelled Mauseth, Mossett. Correct.
Okay, got it. All right, Ben is with an organization, runs an organization called BHM Productions. Ben, tell us a little bit about what you do and where you're located.
Yeah, so I get the chance to actually help out on a organization that we do out here in Southern Arizona. It's a 501c3 not-for-profit organization that allows us to provide, I guess, the purpose of the show is to help fill the financial gap that is being provided by financial assistance to those players with the dedication, the ability to play and develop, at the higher levels without the financial ability to pay for these tournaments. For example, in college, I got the chance to go play at Grand Canyon University, and 3 of my roommates I played, grew up with, was able to play in all the same tournaments, playing all the same showcases, get the same exposure, same thing like that.
Wait, who's the guy that just walked behind you over there? Who is that?
That is my brother. Yes. Yeah.
Wow, master
Yeah.
of timing. That's amazing.
Yeah, talk about timing.
Yeah,
and
now he's
a half.
blowing his nose. That's good stuff.
You're in the
That's
shot, my
awesome.
friend.
He's all
That's
good.
great.
It's all
Yeah,
good,
you gotta
Vince.
love it.
Well, that's
Yeah,
fine.
gotta
We're
love
we're
it.
hey,
He's-
we're
he's
We're
easy
just
going
having
program.
fun, man.
He's
It's
in
all
law
good.
school, so he's busy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
okay.
So
it's
you're-
really cool.
Yeah, you're providing
Yeah.
opportunities for young people that obviously, like you said, they show the dedication and want to play, and you're more than willing to try to help them out.
Correct. Yes. So in the world of baseball, the going rate for many of these tournaments, can really rise up, especially when you're after all the costs of tournament fees, insurance, uniforms. It gets expensive, and we have the ability to, through different charity organizations, we do golf tournaments, we do tennis tournaments. We also worked with the Padres to do ushering and ticket sales. So we get a percentage of ticket sales to go back to help, provide the fees for these tournaments, because it does get quite expensive. And especially with the kids that we get to work with, many of them have not experienced the chance to go out and get that exposure. And I mean, it's very, very exciting that we're able to provide that to them.
Ben, how can people help, and maybe give us some contact information? And is there something coming up? Are there any events coming up that you wanted to promote?
Absolutely. So everything that we do is on our website. So our website is showbaseball.org. And on that website, there's a place for donations, because it is a tax deductible company organization. So we are able to have tax deduction as well. And as of right now, due to everything that's going on, we are in the process of trying to understand what the tournament's ideas are, in sense of, what we're going to do from this point forward with, guidelines and so on and so forth. So right now we are in the process of creating a documentary to just kind of promote and show the truth of what exactly we're doing, and just kind of give a kind of a bird's eye and a better view of what exactly is going on in this organization that's really, really helping these kids.
Well, we think it's great what you're doing down there, Ben, and in Southern Arizona. Is there a specific time or an event or an athlete or a group of kids that you helped out that really kind of got you, on a personal level, that really was special to you, that you were able to help out and maybe help them over some sort of hump or hurdle that they had to get over?
Oh yeah. So there's many times where, there's that great chance to be able to, the cool thing is we pretty much 100% of the kids that we deal with, if they want to play in college, we get them the opportunity to get them in college, whether and with financial aid, which is an amazing thing.
There he goes again.
Yeah, he just kind of slides by.
Your brother walked by.
Yeah,
that's classic. We got to interview him.
Yeah, really.
Sorry,
and, yeah, it's quite awesome. And unfortunately,
Ben's never going to come back after this.
Yeah, he's a star of the show. What do you mean? And unfortunately, there was a incident where a player was unable to provide the financial stability to go to these tournaments and get the exposure, and we were able to help him out. And luckily, he was able to open doors beyond belief. And unfortunately, his father passed away this summer due to COVID, and there was some other unfortunate things, and those were very, very unfortunate. But I was very grateful that we were able to bring a great opportunity to somebody who really, really deserves it. And I know it's really, really a tough time right now, and it's really great that we're able to provide great, the ability for kids to get a better education, because that's our goal. Our goal is not to get players to be the best baseball players. We want them to be great citizens. We want them to understand how important it is to make a positive influence and impact on their community. And I mean, it goes back to the ways of the world. Initially back in the time of the World Wars, it was about being physically capable. Becoming a warrior. And as the 20th century came around, it was more about the education through the physical. So basically, you can experience sport and education, sport and physical activity, and teach young people important things and important values about life, which the values of practice, the values of dedication, teamwork, cooperation, discipline and obviously the joy of the game. There needs to be a feeling of playing just to play, the joy of the experience. And I think baseball is a great way to incorporate many core values.
Well, that's one thing I think gets lost, Vince, a lot. You mentioned just the joy of just playing, and unfortunately, with since the evolution of the internet, with social media and everything now, there's so much pressure on kids that a lot of times they just don't get to go out and just play, like you said, and have fun and enjoy it. And I think that's sad, but it's great for them to have exposure or increased exposure with all the extra media, and guys are able to do shows from their house now and on the podcast and all that kind of stuff. And it's great for the exposure, but then again, it puts pressure on those kids too, that a lot of times they just don't get to enjoy going out and just playing ball, like you said, which is sad.
Exactly. Yeah. So we're really, you know, especially in these times, it's very hard to understand. Those lines get very blurred, you know, and it's just a matter of, you know, it's a process that we all have to try to understand, you know. So we're excited. So that's a good thing.
It is. And we appreciate you coming on and talking a little bit about BHM Productions and all the great things you guys are doing down in Southern Arizona. To find more information, folks, showbaseball.org. Ben Mosseth. Ben, thank you so much again for coming on with us. Look forward to having you back in the future, giving us updates on tournaments and things and creating opportunities for young people.
And we want to hear more about your little photography as well you got going on. So next time we have you on, we'd like to talk about that as well, okay?
Thanks, man.
I would love to come back on and talk about everything. Thank you again, guys. Thank you, Vince. Thank you, James. Have a good one.
And tell your brother thanks for the entertainment too in the background there.
Will. Yes.
Hey, y'all have a great weekend, okay?
All right.
Thank you. You as well.
Take care, pal.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Ben Mosseth, BHM. James, that's the end of another show, another great
Vince.
show. An outstanding, best ever.
Best ever. Literally best ever.
Big news today. Obviously we kicked off the show announcing our partnership, which has now been publicized nationally. They waited until we announced promptly at 9:16, the end of that first segment. They put a PR out there for YurView, Cox Arizona Cable. Once again, folks, we are going to TV starting September 27th. Cox Cable, YurView, Channel 4 in Phoenix, Channel 7 in Tucson. We are going to be delivered to 7 million households statewide.
Oh boy, buckle up, Vince. It's going to be great. We're so excited. We're so blessed. We thank everyone who's involved with the show, our show partners, as we mentioned earlier, all our guests that have come on over the past year and more now. And we just couldn't be more excited about it. We're looking forward to continue to cover the best of Arizona sports. We're going to be still doing some college coverage as well, small schools, Ottawa, ACU, all that sort of thing we usually do on our radio show. And then we're going to be focusing on the high school end of things on the sports show on YurView. So check it out. We're very excited about it. Go to yourview.com/Arizona and you can see our little story right there. And they're going to get a little promo video going for us as well. And look for that probably early next week or possibly even this weekend. So all good things, Vince. I'm super excited, my friend.
Thank you to today's guests. Maricopa Rams head football coach Brandon Harris will be kicking off Thursday night football game of the week, October 1st at Maricopa versus Willow Canyon. Janie Van Halen, wife of Eddie Van Halen, a pro wrestler extraordinaire, ballroom dancer, her partner Louis Martinez, Ben Mosseth from BHM Productions, all of our show partners, TBA, Betray Better Athletes, Angel Dentistry, Bob Jenkins, Vetsville Contracting, Sessa Movement, Sal's Gilbert Pizza. James, thank you, man.
And you guys, thank you, my friend.
Thank
I appreciate
you, Aaron, behind the board today. And coming up next, Easy Ed Smith and Javon Adams, Easy Sports Show.
Stay tuned for the Easy Sports Talk Show coming up next with Ed and Javon. We appreciate everyone. And thank you guys for tuning in. Again, we couldn't do it without you, our show partners as well. And we appreciate you guys tuning into the show. We hope to see you again next Saturday morning. For now, take care, stay safe, wear a mask, and we'll talk to you next Saturday morning.
Go, JV! We're going to TV!
Ain't no stopping now, baby.